Okay, I'm probably going to have to make sure I'm okay. I'm gonna have to cut off her face or cover it up or whatever because I don't. This is not a diss. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. This young lady's channel is 1,800 times bigger than mine. But I watch a lot of her videos about like disappearances or murders or mysteries and stuff like that. And I just happened to catch a comment about Kanika. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird because this has absolutely nothing to do with Kanika. Absolutely nothing. And then I was mad because the person who made the comment spelled her name wrong. But I said, let that slide. Just read that a side effect of Topiramate can cause fevers and increased body temperatures or prevent you from sweating. So that might explain why she was in the freezer. But the drug isn't used recreationally because it doesn't give you a high. If anything, the opposite. So for the circumstances of the party, it doesn't really make sense. And we also know that she didn't take that drug because she doesn't have seizures, right? So I got to lurking. I read some more because they asked the person, would she do another, what does she think about it? Would she do another video on it? And she said, I have not had time to sit down and view the videos of the trash bag, but I have seen the pictures that were released of Kanika. I'm glad she spelled the name right. While I do honestly believe a lot of things could be explained, I do think the private investigation needs to continue. To me, it isn't obvious foul play. That's where I disagree. However, there are too many questionable things to totally ignore and rule out foul play altogether. I agree with that statement, but I totally disagree with, to me, it is an obvious foul play. How can you honestly say it is an obvious foul play when we see the trash bag on her nail, the cuts and scrapes on her face and body, her hair is unkempt, but she did not walk into that building like that. The floor is all dirty, her shoe is off, her pants are unzipped, her pocket is out, etc., etc., etc. So how is that not obvious foul play? They were saying that the drug was found in her system, not in her drink. The drug was found in her system, not in her drink. So I guess she's trying to say it doesn't necessarily mean her drink was tampered with the Topiramate. The level was not high. It was at a therapeutic level, which is basically equivalent to the recommended dose of any over-the-counter medication. There are different levels. Therapeutic, which is usually the minimal dose, and the doses that does not cause toxicity. A concentration dose would be more than what is needed to provide the desired effects. It is not a common street drug, however, when it is used in conjunction with alcohol, so taken the same time you are drinking, it enhances the effects of one or both. The drug was Topiramate, and it treats multiple things. However, known side effects are dizziness, impaired judgment, and overheating, and alcohol only worsens those symptoms. However, she wasn't prescribed that medication, so she either got it from someone or someone did drug her. It is used to basically enhance the effects of alcohol, essentially. Okay, here's my thing. I am not going to subscribe to the fact that she walked into that freezer. I have never, and I never will. If we go with that theory that she was hot and she walked into the freezer, here's a problem that I'm having. That doesn't explain all of the obvious signs of foul play that I just mentioned. The aforementioned, that doesn't explain. Explain. I haven't gone to the Rosemont website recently, so I don't know if they even still have all the case files and photos and videos and stuff like that. But I know they were still finding more shots of her or of the teenagers and all that because it's a lot of footage, y'all. It's a lot. So I'm taken back when I said people are still putting up surveillance because we technically we haven't seen it all. That's a lot of footage, but what we have seen is edited. Can I be real or not? And people want to know what my motives are and what my purpose and intent for having ever talked about this case. And it's just to bring awareness to the fact that something can obviously be botched, and yet people will. Here's the problem I'm having. People will still say there's no foul play. I'm noticing the majority of people that say that are white people, and that bothers me because I'm like, seriously? Anyone with eyes can see that that young lady was. Why was her tooth missing? That was another thing. Obvious foul play. She didn't walk in there with a missing tooth. Like, okay, you can say and you can argue that she got all those cuts and scrapes because she was trying to fight her way out the freezer. But why would she break her own tooth? And was that tooth laying in the freezer with her? I don't recall seeing that. I took for an elective some forensic investigation type classes in college. And I remember we had like mock crime scenes that we had to go to, and we had to collect evidence, and we had to write up reports and stuff like that. We did a better job in that class than Rosemont did on the actual scene. And somebody pointed out we never saw yellow tape. They never secured. I mean, we've been through this 10 times over. We know that. But these comments really got to me because I was like, okay, well, let me not think about Kanika right now. Let me watch some different type of YouTube videos. And then bam, some random, I like seeing the fact that all races have come together and become outraged over this whole Kanika case, because that's a beautiful thing. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you need white people on your team. You need white people on your team to help get some, you know what I'm saying? Get. I'm gonna tell you what don't sit right on me, and I've always wanted to do a video on this, but I never have. Now let me know what y'all think in the comments about this. If y'all want me to do a video on it, if not. But I was like, I really don't want to do a video on it because that dude was creepy. It was the white guy that was dragging around the little white girl by the wrist. All the body language says the little girl didn't really know him, wasn't comfortable, and he was creepy. And I've always wanted to do a video on him, but I was like, I've seen videos of him from other people. But you know how you can just have the spirit of discernment? Something wasn't right about old dude in that whole situation. And I read that a lot of people come up missing every year of all races, and we never, ever, ever hear anything about them. And do y'all understand that those are families out there grieving, y'all? Grieving. And they never find out what happened to their family member. I honestly believe that those people come up missing because of organ harvesting. I really feel like organ harvesting is so much more prevalent than we know. And that's why we have to be careful. Do not go anywhere alone. It's been people that didn't come up missing. They just went to go check the mailbox, y'all. I'm not saying be paranoid, but I mean, try to do things in the daytime if possible. Because I've been checking my own self a lot more. Like, don't put yourself in a situation to come up missing. Don't. I've been checking myself because after, doing, researching this stuff, as a black female with our organs being very, very valuable, especially African American, you do your research, whatever. I don't want to argue. I'm very valuable. Like, a lot of people are valuable. I told y'all our organs, all of our organs, are worth anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million on the black market, right? So while we're walking around lollygagging, we have to be very. Remember when I told y'all I almost got snatched at the Big Lots on my other channel? It's a great possibility that I was targeted. You see what I'm saying? For that very reason. I don't want y'all looking up on Wikipedia disappearance of 26-year-old Tiffany Monique Draper. I don't want you looking, trying to find me. It's your girl Tiffany M. Draper. Let me know what y'all think about this whole drug situation. Do you feel like she was drugged? Was her drink drugged? I know the girl said, I'm about to get this drink to that girl, but it could have just been a regular drink. Also, let me know what y'all think of the new footage of Quita and Jazzy and all of them throwing up the horns and throwing up 666 and, you know, the all seeing all that. What is that about? Even Jazzy, when she was coming from the J Money Breed's funeral or on her way to one, she kept throwing up hand signs. I think some people told me, oh, that's gang related again. You would think at some point, like I said, they would be done with all that. Like, it don't take me to lose 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't care if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, boy, you better call me if you think you're feeling honey. It wouldn't take me that long to know it's time to leave. And also, I want to point this out. I am not making light or joking about her uncle dying or anybody dying for that matter. I don't joke like that. I may joke at some of the comments that'll be left under my videos or anything like that, but I do not joke about somebody's death. I just have I laugh a lot and I joke a lot. And I think that my role on YouTube talking about this case and anything is to, sometimes it's very sad. And sometimes it's okay to smile and laugh, especially when we can't do nothing about it. I know people saying, oh, we want to get this case reopened. I don't think it's going to happen. So my purpose is to just make sure nobody else ends up in this situation. That's my purpose for making videos, for those that want to know. Shedding light on this situation and all these other cases so that we can try our best not to end up in the same situation and make the same mistakes, all right? It's your girl, Tiffany M. Draper. You know it. Let me know what you think in the comments.